Well, tonight, the fight for rights continue for the LGBTQ plus community. Over the weekend, a court greenlighting a law limiting trans health care for Tennessee youth. The pending law limiting locations for drag performances is in that same court. Stephen Reels is with us here, and Stephen, you spoke with a group who brought the case for the drag law, and it's fighting for it for months now. What's their response to all this?
Well, Rudy, they say this battle is far from over. In June, federal judge sent out a 70-page opinion saying the law was unconstitutional. However, there is no requirement the court has to uphold this.
It was a little disappointing because we'd like to go back to our normal lives.
Memphis-based theater troupe Friends of Georgia say they're once again defending the freedom of speech for the LGBTQ plus community after Tennessee Attorney General Jonathan Scrimetti appealed a federal judge's June opinion, saying Tennessee's law limiting drag was unconstitutional.
He will lose again. We're very confident in that. Our ruling is solid, and we have nothing to worry about.
Now the case is heading to the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals, where even more could be on the line.
And so if it's declared unconstitutional at the Sixth Circuit level, then it would be enforceable throughout Tennessee.
University of Memphis professor of law Daniel Keel says this process could go into 2024. Currently, both parties in the case are coming together to create a record of events, which Keel says shouldn't take too long. But scheduling the case could.
It could take months. It might take more than a year. It could take some time before the Sixth Circuit even hears the case, and then they have to come to some sort of decision. You know, they don't have a timeline on how long that takes either.
A decision made by a panel of 3 judges, likely made up of Democrat and Republican appointed judges. And while the opinion in June does carry some weight, it doesn't bind the circuit court to follow it.
It's not the Republican First Amendment or the Democratic First Amendment. It's the First Amendment, and the job that they're charged with doing is looking at it based on the interpretation of the Constitution over time.
Now, Keel says the biggest thing to keep an eye out for right now is if Scrimetti was to move to stay the decision made by Judge Parker in June, which would put the drag limiting law back into effect in Shelby County while the court case is under review. Rudy?